Well, thank you very much, Todd, for those very kind words and for your outstanding leadership in our community since that day you arrived in 2002. It's hard to believe. It's also hard to believe all the rest of you were here in 2002, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But thank you all for your presence here today and for being a part of this celebration. And I want to welcome you all. It's a privilege to be with all of you for this celebration, especially meaningful to be here with so many members of our community, faculty and staff, students, alumni, leaders in the Out for Change campaign, everyone who has returned to the Hilltop for our gathering today. I want to thank you all for being here. We're grateful for your presence. It is through your contributions, your efforts to create a stronger and more inclusive community, and your commitment to one another that we're able to come together today and to continue to sustain and strengthen our work across our campus and through our LGBTQ Resource Center to support the members of our LGBTQ community. I wish to take a moment to offer my most sincere appreciation to an exceptional member of our community who has led the work of our center for almost a decade. She's already bounced up here once, but I do want to take this moment to express our profound gratitude, Shiva, to you for your outstanding leadership, for the ongoing vital success of our center, of its mission to providing a context for our students in which they can flourish and thrive. But through your presence, we are a better university, and more of our students can realize the full promise, the full potential which they bring here, and which we hope that they can realize during their years here on this hilltop. So thank you very much. And I too would like to express my gratitude to Julian. I think he moved to the back, but Julian, you, Shiva, our entire team, all that you make possible for our students and for Georgetown. And thank you all. Our LGBTQ Resource Center, one of the most visible changes that emerged from our efforts 10 years ago, is an invaluable resource for our community. And over the years, it has been deepened and strengthened by the engagement of so many of you here, but I would like to draw special attention to the generosity of two outstanding members of our Georgetown community, Paul Tagliabue, currently our vice chair of our board, past chair of our board, and his wife, Chan. In 2011, they created the Tagliabue Endowment for LGBTQ life, which supports student scholarships and provides funding for faculty research on LGBTQ, gender, and sexuality-related topics. It would be hard to express the significance of their leadership in our community over the course of now more than a decade since they both returned from other work that they were engaged in earlier in their career, that this is the place where they have spent this last decade or more enabling us to become the institution that we are called to be. I wish to offer our deepest gratitude to Chan and Paul, whose service and leadership has a lasting impact on our university. And I thank you both for your presence. Our work over the years has been guided by the engagement of so many members of our university, from the students who led the Out for Change campaign to the many faculty, administrators, alumni, and members of our Jesuit community who, over the course of these years, have served on working groups and have engaged in so many different ways to develop our capacities. Many of you attended our town hall conversation in October of 2007, participated in the efforts of the working groups and in the dialogue taking place on our campus. Present that evening in October and in the work that followed was an extraordinary commitment by our community to build a more inclusive community, and by our shared conviction that we could and should do more to support our LGBTQ community. We are at our very best when we recognize our responsibilities to one another. Each fall, we welcome a new class of young people into our community, and we seek to provide for them the very best opportunities to develop their minds, their hearts, their character, their full selves. And as I shared in that October town hall meeting, this is a period of extraordinary importance in the formation of direction, character, and identities of our students. We are able to do our very best work in an environment characterized by safety and security, by compassion and care, and by a recognition that we are made stronger and that our community is enriched by the diversity of talents, perspectives, ideas within each of us and all of us. And while we recognize that there is always more work for us to do, we also recognize that the work we're able to do today has been made possible by the efforts of those who have come before us, and by the moments in time when our community has come together in extraordinary ways to deepen our commitments to one another. So I wish to thank all of you for your presence here today. It's an honor for me to be here with you all and to be able to join in this moment of celebration. Thank you very much.